I need a haircut. You know what? You know what we're gonna do? It's been a while, but it's back. Anyways, I hope you all are doing well today. I hope you are enjoying life. I hope you are treating others with kindness. And I hope you are not getting too stressed out about too many things. Anyways, what are we doing today? That's the real question. Well, I decided that it might be a fun little video to go and try to find all of the online DAWs, the online music making programs that I can possibly find and see which one is the best or if any of them are actually good at all. So that is essentially what we're doing here today, and we're going to get into it right now.
Hello guys, how are you?
Here we are at the computer, where I do in fact spend the majority of most of my days. These are my most recent Google searches, in case you were wondering, but my new most recent search is going to be free. So the first one that I am seeing here is BandLab. I have heard quite a bit about BandLab. I've gotten a decent amount of comments over the past few years or so of people telling me that I should try out BandLab. So I guess today's the day when I'm going to be trying BandLab. To be honest with you, I didn't know that it was all free and online. I suppose the trade-off for not having to download a whole other program is that you have to make an account for most of these. Okay, side note, when you guys get this thingy where you have the bicycles or whatever the thing is, maybe sometimes it's buses, sometimes it's street signs or whatever, do you click this one? Do you consider that part of the bike? Because I feel like I would include it because it has a portion of the bike. So after you make your account on BandLab, it says let's set up your profile. Let's do that. Let's drop a picture in there. There we go. Then it's asking me what musical journey am I on. That's easy. I'm an artist. Tell us more about you. This, that, this. I guess I write songs here and there. Other. I guess I'm an other as well. Whoa, this is a lot of options. Okay, pick your favorite genres. Who inspires you? This is a good question. Very good question. Okay, who is that? Who's feezo? Perfect. Okay, so they've got like TikToks on here. That's pretty insane. It's kind of like a SoundCloud vibe, it looks like to me. I want to make music though. How do I do that? Create. Generate an idea with AI. That's kind of lame. New project. Let's do that. Welcome. In this lesson, you'll learn how to create a song step by step. No. All right, so admittedly, I have seen this interface before. It looks pretty standard. You can drop a loop or an audio / MIDI / video file. That's interesting. You can change the tempo. That's nice. Good feature. I can't click on these because I don't have anything in there yet. Pretty limited options here. Okay, I guess add track maybe? Guitar, let's try that. They have guitar presets in here, interesting. They have a lot of little guitar tones. Who knows if any of them actually sound good. Okay, I guess I have to get my guitar now. They have a tuner, which is cool. Oh, they recorded audio. Okay, it doesn't sound good, per se. The first thing that I'm noticing is that the latency is pretty bad. What I'm trying to do is, there we go, that's what I'm trying to do. That's my first qualm with this. It's very hard to line everything up because the latency is so bad. There's probably a way to adjust that, but I didn't see it. Let's see if we can put some effects on this guitar. See what those sound like. The guitar tones, not good. But that's okay. It's not a big deal. Let's add another guitar track. We'll try to do like a little lead thing here maybe. It's so hard to do the timing right because the latency is so bad. Oh my god, is this what I want? Okay, now what I'm gonna try to do is just record some really crappy drums just with the room mic. Who knows how this is gonna go? Probably horribly. Just like the worst timing ever. Is there a way I can cut this so that I can time stretch it? Can I chop and slice? I want to chop and slice. Chop and slice. Where's the chop and the slice? Slice. How do I get that again? I want that again. Slice is S. Yes, that makes it easier on me. Zoom a little bit. Okay, that's good. Perfect. Why the fuck? This is going to be a nightmare because I'm just going to want to slice and time adjust literally everything. Oh, the zoom thing is not good at all. All right, so that took a painstakingly long amount of time, but we're going to add some bass up in there. I will say that the recording feature is really not that bad. Alright, let's record bass, I guess. Dude, the zoom sucks, man. Boop. Got some bass. Now, here we go, back to time adjusting because nothing is ever aligned with the grid. Alright, let's check out some of their bass tones, and hopefully they're better than the guitar tones. That's not my least favorite thing ever. Let's put some effects on these drums. We're getting way too into this. Nice. I'm glad that they have that there. Is there a master track? That's my question. Where do I find a master track? Latency test. Let's test that. Okay, so it can't even properly do the latency test. That's unfortunate. Anyways, this is what I came up with. I was trying to put some sort of like limiter or something so it stops clipping, but this is what I got here. Sounds totally perfect. There's absolutely no problems with the mix. It sounds very clean and very professional. So that's that. One thing I didn't try, I guess, was their virtual instruments. So let's hear what these sound like. Not a bad piano sound, actually. Their built-in default sounds actually sound pretty good, so I'm impressed by that. I'm not going to use them, but it's cool that they have those. That's pretty much BandLab, essentially, in a nutshell. Doesn't really have a whole lot in the way of, like, cool features to offer and stuff, but you can record with microphones and guitars and everything. I feel like if you're going to be doing that, you're probably going to be in a position where you could afford like an actual DAW at that point. And I think just with the online like latency thing here, it just kind of causes a lot of problems that I personally would not be able to stand. If you just kind of want to get like simple recordings out there, this seems like a really great program for doing that for free. All right, so the next available option is SoundTrap. You have to create an account for this. Oh, you can create a podcast on here. That's cool. I'm gonna create some music. Funny little anecdote that I have actually about SoundTrap. I actually have a vivid memory of being in high school. I think it was probably like sophomore or junior year of high school. I remember being absolutely just bored out of my mind in the computer lab with a couple of my friends, and I just looked up like free online beatmaker program. SoundTrap was I think the only one available at that time. So I just pulled it up and I just started making a beat in the middle of class. So I have actually used this before. It looks way different from when I remember it. All right, let's add a new track. Okay, so same type of deal. You can input your microphone and stuff. Before you record, you can set kind of a preamp thing, which is cool. Interesting. So there's tons of vocal presets. Wow. That's kind of insane. So it seems like the controls are fairly similar to BandLab. Volume calibration. Whoa, this one has a lot of like weird automation stuff in it. I guess we'll record some acoustic. Wow, that is very lo-fi. So I chose the lo-fi acoustic setting and it turned out very lo-fi. Yeah, that's insane. They go berserk with the effects. We get it, all right? Like, you got effects in your DAW. Also, I will say the waveform view is not good. Like, this is just not accurate at all. It seems like there's a lot of lag with this one as well. Let's see, drum machines. Smart drummer. The smart drummer essentially just puts drums in there for you, and it just puts some trap drums over this. The drum sounds are also just not good sounding. Play the synth. They seem to have a decent amount of presets. Wow, they have a lot of presets. That's a thing that this one seems to do. How do I get out of this? What is happening? Okay, what is happening? Did it hack my computer? Oh, okay, that's my... it was doing that because my guitar was on the / key. So I think I've seen enough of that one. It's very hard to use. One thing they really like to do in that one is make a ton of presets and a ton of sounds and a ton of features and a ton of stuff in there. And then they say, oh, well, you can have this if you get the paid version, which I think is lame and kind of scummy. So I don't like that one. Audiotool. They immediately have a little thingy with people's songs that they've uploaded. Let's listen.
I know the brown is out there,
Okay, that was something. Okay, that was genuinely painful. I don't know why this one is so highly rated. It's interesting that that is their prove you're not a computer test. What music do you like? They have some interesting stock photos for all of these. What is birdcore? Okay, I like birdcore. That's what I like. Thank you. How do I get in there? Studio. So this is interesting. This is a very different interface here. Oh, you can adjust all this stuff. That's neato. What is this thing? Oh, it's a sequencer. That's kind of cool. I'm kind of vibing with that. What on earth? I don't know what this is or why this is like a thing, but it's really fun to use. It also doesn't require you to know any sort of music theory or like anything about music at all, because you can just kind of like boop, 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 and it'll sound good. This really has some funky little tools you can play around with. What is this? Heisenberg? What? This is very neat with these little tools. It makes me think that I would probably enjoy doing like DAW-less music making quite a bit, because I think this is kind of what this is supposed to be emulating in a way. I think we're going to try to get one more up in here. Foundation is actually one that I did know about, and if you want to see the full video that I did on that, you can check out right up there, Gridsound. I like the sound of that one. Let's see what they got. Click to start. Wow, okay. This is the first one that I've seen that doesn't actually require you to make an account, so I love that. Don't know what I'm looking at though, so we're gonna need to figure that out. Wow, that's loud. Is there a sequencer? Okay, this is gonna be complicated. I don't know what I'm looking at, honestly. Drums window. Here, okay, here. This is what I wanted. How do I get sounds in here, man? I want to make a sound. All of these are X'd out. I don't know what to do. Let's try to piano roll something. Okay, very loud. How do I change that? Oh, okay, when you double click on it, it activates the drum thing. Okay, we got some drums. Oh man, this synth plugin is not good. What on earth am I looking at? I don't like how much this one is lagging. There's also like not very many options. You got the drum thing, you got the piano roll, a little bit of a mixer, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, this one is not good. I'm going to give him credit where credit is due. I do like the fact that you don't need to create an account to actually use it. So that's cool, and I enjoy that. I don't enjoy really much else about it. I think that's pretty much going to do it because I don't know if I can handle much more of this. All right, so that is pretty much going to do it for me before I lose my mind. Evidently, there are a lot more free online beatmaker programs than I actually expected, so that's kind of cool. I've actually thought about this pretty extensively just in life in general. There are pretty much no hobbies that are free to get into. Most hobbies have some sort of upfront cost or some sort of thing that you need to buy to get into it, or just some sort of monetary thing that goes along with the hobby. But I think that's why music is one of the best hobbies out there, because there technically is no upfront cost or money that you need to spend ever if you don't want to. So yeah, it's pretty cool that this option is out there and available for people to use, because I think everybody should be able to make music if they want to. So yeah, if you guys like this video, if it does well, perhaps I'll do a part 2 looking at some more free DAWs. Nonetheless, I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one.